What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another Boom Beach video. Today I am going to be attacking with all tanks, and if you know me at all, I'm not the biggest fan of tanks. I would probably say I like mechs even more than attacking with tanks, but I'm actually a little bit excited for this. So we're going to be doing all tanks versus Dr. T, and I did a couple test attacks with Private Bullet, and I wasn't really feeling it. But let's hop into the Dr. T stages, and we got Mega Crab season approaching quickly. Let me know how excited you guys are for that. I'm pretty excited. I'm feeling a push this month, and a push for me is probably like stage 40, possibly stage 50, depending on how I feel going into it. But I'm feeling good right now. If it was right now, I'd be working on that push. But stage 1 here, I don't even know why I'm placing the troops down. I definitely didn't need to do that, and we got that barrage cost reduction boosted up, so we could have easily bartered it down, and we'll probably just bart down stage 2 and 3 here, but always on stage 1. I rarely attack Dr. T. I'll say that. Wow, that came down to like the last barrage bullet there. I was talking about, okay, we cannot, I don't think we can bart down stage 3 now. So we're going to get our tanks down, but yeah, especially with that boost ice. But that stage 2, that health kind of surprised me a bit. They're not going to lie, but for stage 3, it's pretty weak still. We might need to place down our troops, but we can just essentially bart down all the defenses there. And our tanks will have a straight shot for the HQ. We'll just throw a flare to make sure they see it's right there, because we don't want them walking around and attacking buildings the critters could take out there. But down it goes. Now we get to move on to stage 4. I'm actually not that confident we'll be able to take out stage 7, because I suck attacking with tanks, and usually I'll bring medics, but I just wanted to use all tanks today. For this one, I'm acting like I don't have the ability to take out those shock launchers there, which I could just bar them down, but yeah, let's do that. Did you see that? The tank like one-shotted it. I didn't see exactly how many tanks attacked it, but it looks like it went from 100 health to 0 in like a second, so no health there. Stage 4, pretty easy. Stage 5 gonna be pretty easy too. Actually, I shouldn't talk. Watch stage 5. Watch me like lose somehow, which if I was the person that could lose that attack, like if any person it would be me with like a level 71 base. That would be so embarrassing if I did. But now I'm gonna go into it with a focused mind, and a little bit scared that I won't be able to take it out. Let's see what he's bringing at us. Ooh, yeah, this is gonna be easy. Never know. Sometimes he throws in those random stage 5s that give you a little bit of a headache, but maybe not. Maybe I'm just a little scared. But let's get some artillery out. Take out those huge clusters of buildings. That'll speed up the attack. And let's bring a cushion. Let's make a cushion for. What did I just do? I thought I was throwing critters. You gotta be kidding me. Wow. All right. No big deal, but kind of a little embarrassing there, throwing artillery instead of critters. But we're gonna be able to take this out. Let's get a flare in the HQ. Now stage 6 is where I should be a little bit scared actually, but I think we'll be able to take it out. They're maxed out tanks. I don't think Dr. T can take out 21 maxed out tanks when you got your masterpieces boosted up, but you never know. Like I said, I'd be the person that'd be able to lose that. But for this one, let's go into it. Let's do a little more strategy here. Let's get our tanks placed down. We'll throw a smoke. I almost let Everspark get sniped by a boom cannon there. That would have been tragic. But we're gonna flare and smoke our tanks upward to the side of the base where there's less defenses here. Yeah, I know, Jimmy putting a little bit of strategy into it. Who would have thought? But alright, let's start targeting some defenses here. Barrage artillery. That barrage did a considerable amount of damage. Usually Dr. T has a little more health than that, but I'll take it, not complaining. But yeah, we're essentially going to get a wall of tanks here, taking out some defenses. Let's make a cushion here. I don't want my tanks running over some random boom mines here, because that does an underrated amount of damage. And we're trying to keep all of them alive for the time being, but this was a very easy stage 6. And it's making me think that Dr. T's saving it all for stage 7, which would not be good, because I struggled enough with tanks, using tanks, and I don't have the handicap of medics with me, so it makes it that much more harder. But I'm liking this strat more with Everspark rather than Bullet, because Bullet was just kind of awkward, and I like having that passive critter spawn because it's extra single targets there, a little more area covered up. But let's hop into stage 7 and see what it is. It's not too bad. First impression could be it could be a lot worse, I'll say that. But let's get our tanks down here. I'm just gonna clump them up. We'll throw 2 shock bombs out, although the defenses on the left there that I hit with that shock bomb, they weren't too intimidating. But as the tanks are walking out of the landing crafts, as they're walking out, do I really think they walk? No, as they were pulling up, as they were rolling out, I didn't want them to get hit by all those defenses. It feels a little cruel because they wouldn't be able to respond until they got set up in position. So that's my justification on like shocking a machine gun to protect the tank. It seems a little, although machine guns, like, look at them, they'll surprise you sometimes. I remember back in the day, this was years ago in Boom Beach, when machine guns were super inaccurate, and then they kind of like narrowed down how like their spread of bullets would go, and all of a sudden it seemed like they did almost twice as much damage, which that's like crazy. Was that years ago? Yeah, it has to be years ago. Time flies in Boom Beach. But yeah, so machine guns, they're not the best, but they're a lot better than they used to be. Moral of this story, but look at this. We just walked all over Dr. T with only losing 1 tank at stage 7. Like, Dr. T, I'd be a little bit embarrassed. I just beat you. Jimmy just beat, imagine that. Like, using tanks. I hate tanks. I don't use tanks. I suck at using tanks. But let's move on to a player base or two and see if we can kind of keep the tank rolling here. You guys know what I mean. But alright, how can we, I could use smoky tanks. I kind of want to use smoky tanks. Should I try this out for this attack? Do I have the energy first? This is going to be a gamble. So we're going to take out the shock mines, and then we're going to get our, how do we want to do this? Let's drop our tanks, and then I don't want them getting hit by the... Okay, we're down to 52 energy. This could be a stretch. Oh my gosh. I don't know if we're going to be able to do this. They walk so slow too, but we got that maxed out smoke now, so I think it's an extra second. Got it maxed out like a couple weeks ago. But the thing is, I was like, I don't even know if I want to max out the smoke, because I'm throwing that smoke so early because of Everspark. But as I was saying, oh no. Okay, we almost lost Everspark. Oh, she's gonna die. Oh no, she is... Our flare ran out. Oh my gosh. Okay. As I was saying though, I didn't want to max out the smoke because with the warrior attacks, I did not think this through. We need to get like, we need to get one more building stat here. Like, come on. But as I was saying, I didn't want to max out the smoke because it made the warrior attacks like a second longer because you had to wait for that final smoke to run out. So I'm all about that time conservation there. But Smoky Tank, we might have lost Everspark right away in this battle, but she was a necessary sacrifice for it. And it looks like it's going to work. This would not work on the normal base. There was just like no defenses behind the HQ except for that shock blaster, and all the defenses are in front there, so they can't even reach. Are we even going to lose it? Yeah, we lost 1 tank. We're probably going to lose 2 or 3 here because I kind of just let the tanks roam free at the end there. I could have regrouped them with the flare and saved a life, maybe 2 at the end, but that's okay. That was definitely worth it. Now, when I scout out this next base, I am going to be trying smoky tanks, but like I can't turn away from it. Come on, scout it out. Okay, we might be able to do something with this. I just got to remember, throw down the hero last and delay it a bit, and don't let the flare run out. Trying to think. Okay, so we can get them in like the top left there, which might be a little bit awkward, but I'm looking at the shock launchers. That won't be a problem. No prototypes to really worry about. That hot pot, I don't think it will hit any tanks on the landing at least. But let's hop into it. Let's see what we can get going. All right. We'll take out the shock mine. I could have like used it. I could have used it to have like Everspark run over it, and then she's shocked but still smoked. Oh, I didn't hold on to Everspark at all. I was talking about Everspark and I completely forgot about her. Talk about irony. What did I do? Did I not throw the flare? All right. A great start, fellas. All right, we're on the move now. Even though some of our tanks, they're getting hit by the hot pot, they're getting hit by that shock launcher. Let's get a move on it, guys. If I had like speed serum or something, it'd be a lot more enjoyable to be doing this. But Everspark is probably once again gonna die as soon as she gets there. Although, ooh, okay, she's alive for the time being. Let's get another flare down because it's almost running out. Now the smoke time is also almost running out. Okay, let's go. 24 energy. Let's start deploying a couple shock bombs. And it was a messy run up, but it's tanks, so that there's a little bit of leeway when it comes to like soaking up a couple rocket launcher shots, unlike if you were using all Zukas. There is a little bit of a grace there, but let's get a couple boxer critters down. This time we're not going to let our tanks roam free. We're going to flare them onto the HQ and go. We're going to be able to get this. Oh my gosh. So you can see why I don't use tanks. That's kind of the moral of this video. I got kind of bored with them and started flaring and smoking them, which is a little bit more enjoyable. Not smart, but like the bases, they kind of allowed for it. So I'm grateful for those not so great base designs. Shoot, not enough iron to get an upgrade. That is tragic. Alright, well, we got Mega Crab coming eventually. So I'll be able to get some upgrades then. But thank you guys for watching. Let me know what you thought of my tanks. If you're any good at the game at all, you probably realize how bad I am. And it's a good thing I realize it though, right? Alright, but that's going to be it. Thanks for watching. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.